Yo, family, what you telling me? Nah, that's AB's thing, bro. It's hard to, like, make a new intro. But, yeah. Right, we're 5 minutes before market opens. We get to have a little look. Okay, let's have a look at yesterday. This was us yesterday, is it? No, that's Tuesday, mate. This is us yesterday. So if you remember, this was the second higher low we made with the imbalance there. I did put it there. I could have kept it there, and then it would have hit full TP about 4:15. Something to keep in mind, but you know, after we did take this red, it did chop for a while. So we was good thinking in that. Since then, we have clearly gone down. So I want to set up only downtrend. Let's set it up. See how we're gonna go today. I mean, off first glance, I've got no absolute idea. Oh, for bloody Pete's sake. Off first glance, how am I gonna be able to tell? I know this is like got nothing to do with it, but I've always played like console games, so I'm never really used to sitting in a chair. So every time I sit in the chair, bro, my fucking posture, you know what I mean? What's that? Oh my days, I'm gonna end up looking like a fucking hunchback in Notre Dame. It genuinely is difficult to look at this and be like, I know where price is going. How am I gonna build Zelda? Scaling up is key. Nothing really to see on the daily. 4 hourly. Technically, still uptrending. We could get a major reversal here then. Because this would be a major liquidity sweep. Wait, are we still uptrending? Would you class that as a high? Or would you say that's a high? Well, that's a high, that's a low. That's a high, that's a low. No new high. Breaking past the low. On the daily, where are we? Chopping. On the daily, we're chopping. On the hourly, we are. What day is this? Previous day. On the hourly, we are respecting bearish price action. An hourly imbalance. An hourly imbalance stopping us from getting towards previous day highs and all the other highs is never really a good thing if we was believing it to be bullish today. Market's just opened. Drinking water is key. Water is by far the best drink. Clean water. You can't defeat it. I don't give a shit what you say. Okay, it's clearly just showing, all it's showing is, you know, multiple imbalances from the 30 all the way down to the 5 realistically. Just swept a low. Will we push miles past the money? Yes. We could take a short aiming for these lows. Don't wouldn't hate the trade idea. Something I will be doing today is probably upping the risk. I mean, the risky trade would be placing a buy right now, stops underneath them lows. That's the risky trade. The confirmation trade would have to be probably inversing that. Are we here to take risky trades? Probably not. Right, hang on. Today I'm definitely writing in my journal. Holy Saviour. Free entry commitment. Wait for low time count. Wait for low time frame confirmation. Holy shite, this journal is generally a freaking saviour, dog. It's always 1p in it. Today is freaking NQ. Tap back into the 5 minute. Yes, tapping back into the 15 minute. Even tapping back into a 30 minute. Fill the 5 minute, fill the 15 minute. 30 minutes up there. Holy bearish confluences. We've got so many imbalances that need filling. Inverse the 5. Do you know what? I'm happy to take a long. You gotta be
Order
in
filled.
it to freaking win it, bro. So we've got, I know we've got tons of bearish confluences, aka tons of bearish imbalances, but they need filling. To fill in, we need to go bullish. Plus, then we've got tons of, and we got a high time from SMT. But what did I say? Because I've taken the 500 trade, I forgot I'm obviously on the consistency thing. So yes, I've recovered my losses, but it hasn't helped me the most because of the consistency rule. Maybe that's the reason I should have stuck with the standard path. I just thought that consistency trading is really what I aim for, and it was more aligned. Now I think of it, I think maybe I should have just stuck to the standard path, bro. Well, at this point, you can't be not break even, you know? Not only the fact that break even is just under equilibrium, which is a bit of a shame. We would like break even, equilibrium to be a bit higher, so we would have liked price to push a bit higher. Also, another thing to keep in mind, we've got a 5-minute imbalance in there now, and you know, a good retrace is always needed for any trend. Actually managed to inverse the 15-minute fair value gap, which is going to help a lot. I mean, it's hard to understand when I'd want to put my stop to break even, because I don't know. I don't see price. I don't see, this is the way I gotta think of it as well. Do I see price coming to the year? That answer is no. Could I see price come to the year? The answer is yes. Could price come to the year, right? The year, even in there a little bit, and then go back up? Definitely, that's possible. Could price to go to the year and go back up? No. That's why my stops were there. I could probably trail it to like that. No, it's still on the trade. I could trade it a little bit, which is going to save me. At the minute, I've got $500 risked. I tried to risk 500 every time. If I scaled it there, it's going to save me $100, which isn't really major, you know. So I've trailed my TP to 020, which is 2,500 on the funded. It would be, and it's in the hourly imbalance. I mean, we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. At the end of the day, if it goes down and stops us out, then it goes down and stops us out, and it's a losing day. Bro, it is what it is. You've got to understand that losing was always a part of the process. And there's always something to learn from a loss. So even if I lost today, there's something I could have improved on. 100%. You got to understand that. Always something to improve on. And I mean always. Tap in the technical 5-minute, you know, so how price moves off that is really key. I wouldn't assume that price is going to dump 80 points. It's definitely happened before, but it might happen today. I think I'm stuck in a bit of a predicament now, because maybe the logical thing to do is to have put it at break even to prevent myself from losing money. Would I rather lose nothing, make nothing, or lose 500? But then it's like, what if it tosses me out and goes up? So now I've got so much emotions flooding because it's going down. This is why I think something that's important is making the logical decisions when you're logically thinking. See, now it's dumping, and now 100% I would agree that price is just going to continue to dump and stop me out. Is at 17.75. I mean, the chances of price, because it's inverse that as well, which is never really a good sign, I would say. And not only that, but we've got two bearish confluences. I think this almost has to stop me out. Bro, the truth is, bro, I don't like losing. Why would I like losing? It makes no sense to like losing. But the thing is, isn't that funny how I said the other day, oh, I love losing? It's when you've lost more than once. It's like, oh, one loss I can take on the chin. You know, oh, there's still hope I can win. 2 losses is like, alright, bro, I don't really want to be losing twice. Then it's like 3 losses, 4 losses, 5 losses, 10 losses, 20 losses. Can you still show up? Can you still believe? Can you still think logically? Does nothing change? That's when it gets to people. And that's when you've got to persevere. You have to. There's no other choice. What other choice do you have? What, you gonna go back to your 9 to 5? No, bro. So honestly, yeah, as stupid as this sounds, stop me out, bro. I know it's gonna now, isn't it? So it's obviously, I'm like, oh yeah, maybe I'm just saying that because I want to seem, maybe I'm showing up for the camera, maybe. Unfortunately, I don't get the voice.
Order filled.
The voice of the female, the heavenly female, the order-filled female. I've thought for long enough. Gotta hydrate the brain. I haven't even been thinking, bro. I've just been feeling straight emotions flowing through the system. Ah, yeah. But first thing I probably would have liked to say is I've got to be actively thinking and observing. I need to be so focused on the market. Like for example, as soon as this 1 minute has been inversed, it's clearly showing bearish price action, therefore break even. I've prevented myself from losing 500 instantly. And I missed it because I wasn't thinking of the market. That's 1. Number 2, a loss is a loss, is or is. Number 3, 2 trades a day. How do I feel about that? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Should I be doing that? Is that something I want? Is that something I need? Yes, I've got to be rich soon, but the more I try to force it, the longer it's going to take. It just is, isn't it? It just is how it works. And even if I entered for another trade, where am I entering? You know? I've just been stopped out for a short. Does that mean I'm looking at shorts now? Or does that mean I'm sticking with my bullish bias, which makes no sense because it got stopped out? My bullish reasoning got stopped out. Was the bullish reasoning right? And, you know, just needed to sweep me out to continue bullish? There are too many thoughts mixed in with feelings. You know? It's so hard not to take another trade, bro. Well, it's not, but I can understand why it can be. Because you want it so bad, bro. You need it. You know? Ben, ben, ben. Might chuck some sad music over that bit where I'm looking sad as fuck. Something I do find interesting though is how, one, I mean the chances of anyone watching this anyways in the first place, and the chances I'm speaking to myself right now, which is fine. But the chances, something I do find like interesting is how like I'll be posting on TikTok and Instagram, and I'll be showing these losses and showing that I'm losing, and there'll probably be people out there thinking, haha. Or like people, close to where I'm from thinking, haha type shit. If you think I'm not gonna lose forever, bruh, I ain't gonna lose forever, bruh. That's something you can't forget. Don't ever forget that. Eh? Don't ever forget that. Don't ever forget that. 2 minute fair value gap though. Burn, burn, burn. Why is that the sad music I got, man? The fucking burn, 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 burn. Oh my lordy, lordy, lord. Another thing, I've literally traded against the high time frame bias today. What's that about? I've traded against the high time frame bias. Is that not just stupid? Oh my freaking days, dog. Right, now I gotta ask myself the dreaded question. Loss minus 523. Something I'm really proud of though is my risk management. Freaking hell. Actually risking 500 per trade. If this setup appeared again tomorrow, would I take it? The truth is no. Point number 1. Trading against high time frame bias. Point number 2. Bearish price action with no bearish draws and liquidity. Three, actually though, but when I think of it, the setup itself, I don't hate that much, actually. Bun, bun, bun. Bun, bun, bun. Bun. Literally, holy short, that could have been there though. Right, anyways. Trading against high time frame biased. Bearish price action with no bearish draws and liquidity. I think that's probably it, isn't it? And then something I'm just going to remind myself of is that good risk management. Hey, it is duration. How long is that trade? 17 minutes. And then what's the other thing? I need to be actively thinking. I was clearly not actively thinking today. It even got to the point. This is where you gotta have good emotional control as well, and this is where, on top of that, trading isn't just the charts. Fucking stop yawning. Trading isn't just the charts. Trading is you versus you every fucking time, bro. Every fucking time is you versus you, and you gotta make sure that you come out on top. Don't let you lose, bro. You can't lose. It's you versus you. That's all the market is. You versus you. So I think again, it's always a reason I've lost, because one is something to learn, and two is, keep myself in check. If I was winning, then people would be thinking trading's easy, but it's not. Trading ain't fucking easy. Trading's hard. Final points for the day. Just been thinking with my head down, trying to think. Fucking hell, that's blinding me now because I've been thinking with my eyes closed. I think I've covered everything I need to cover. Get back to the market now tomorrow. See how the second loss affects me. Now that is where the key difference is. It's not about loss number 1. It's not about loss number 2 even. It's not even about number 5. It's about when you have 10 losses. You've been losing for 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. Can you still show up? That's the truth. But the answer is you versus you. So you have to show up. Right, anyways, that's me done for the day. Another loss. So, honestly, I'm thankful for the loss. It takes a while, it does take a minute to comprehend the loss, and then you need to understand your emotions and let them flow through. But eventually, when the training day done, you need to be thankful for your loss. I know it sounds so stupid, but it's the truth. I'm grateful for the loss. I'm grateful for the lessons I've learned in the market today. I'm grateful for the improvements I'm going to make moving forward. Right, anyways, peace out, you lot. See you lot on Friday tomorrow.